Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jason with SoundDesignStudio.net. We want to welcome you guys again. Did I say welcome? Well, I meant to say welcome if I didn't say it right the first time. We want to welcome you guys in on another tutorial on the Behringer Wing console. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. We want to make sure you stay informed with the videos that we're uploading. And we don't want to get you confused. We're not just doing stuff on the Behringer Wing console. This is a fairly new um, link for us, so we're just kind of starting to upload a lot of videos. But we're going to be doing videos on everything. So make sure if it's something that you want to see a video on, let us know. Say, hey, I have such and such, such and such. If you guys have this in the warehouse, can you do a video on this? Even if we don't, if we have another company that we're friends with, we'll bring it in and do videos on it. I mean, whether it's me or whether it's one of the guys that work here, I mean, we'll knock it out for you and get it done. So, all right, let's jump off into this video today. Today, we're going to go a little bit deeper off into the inputs and the outputs on patching the Behringer Wing, the X32, and the S16 stage boxes as it pertains to monitor board and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get a little bit more detailed this time than I was the first time as I did the video, because I did a video already on it before, but this one I'm going to kind of go off into a little bit deeper as far as the patching and the inputs and the output patching. So the first thing is you're going to come out of your stage box, which should be on the stage somewhere. I don't know, however you have it set up. So coming out of your stage box, out of your A port, into your A, and this is how we have it set up. So if it's a different configuration for anybody else, we're not a Behringer rep or anything like that, so it may be a little bit different for somebody else. So coming out of the A port on the S16 into the A port on the X32, out of the B port on the X32 into your A port on your Behringer Wing at front house. All right, so that's how we're running our link for the setup as far as Cat 5. So after you do that, you should have your, let's go over to your wing right here on your setup tab. Make sure that you're set up on A, because it is normally on internal. Make sure you're set up on A. All right, and then you should see up here a green light saying that you're connected to something on your A port, and it should be green. Or if you're not connected, but I mean, if you're not, locked in, but something is connected, it'll be showing red. So let's go over here to your X32 if it's still showing red, and on your X32, on your setup right here, it should be set to internal. Go ahead and set that to internal. If it's not, set it to internal, and you should be ready to go. You should see up here the S16. Right now, ours says +1 because we have two S16s connected together already down there, and then we have the wing on our B port, and then it shows your your rate and all that kind of stuff. So you should be good after you do that. Everything should be showing up green. All right. So while we're there, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and in your routing section, um, in your inputs, I already have everything set up already, but it's probably going to be set to local. On your input tab over here, you can page over or whatever. On your input tab, it's probably going to be set to local. What you want to do is you want to go to AES 1 through 8. That's basically going to say, hey, I want to get my inputs from the snake since the stage box is going to my A port. So I want to, so whatever's connected to the snake, I want, my inputs 1 through 8 to be my stage box inputs, and so on and so on. So 9 through 16 or whatever. So if you want, 25 through 32 to be, your actual physical console inputs, then you can leave those to local or whatever, or you can go off into your user section and configure the board how you want, and make channel 1 be a physical channel on the console, and then channel 2 be a AES port. So I won't go that deep off into that kind of stuff, but you can now at this point you can configure the board how you want, but you used to couldn't do that. So you want to do that on the input section. On the AES side, how I have it set up right now, on the AES-A, the way I have it right now, I have 1 through 8. And to kind of explain what I'm doing, I have 1 through 8 on the output section. I'm saying, hey, I have the wing coming into my port B. So I'm saying, hey, I want my wing to be able to use outputs 1 through 8 on the digital snakes. So that's the reason I chose AES-B 1 through 8 on channels 1 through 8 right there. All right, if you guys can see that. So 1 through 8, and I chose AES-B 1 through 8. And I left 9 through 16 as my local 9 through 16 because it's going to use the 9 through 16 on the second snake anyway. All right. So that's why I left that 9 through 16. I mean, if you had another snake connected, you can go up 17 through 24, and you can sit there and make, the next one, 17 through 24, or make that, whatever you wanted. So, but right now, as of right now, we have the wing using channels 1 through 8. So I can make my aux channel 1, channel 1. I can from front house make front fields channel 1. I can make left and right PA 7 and 8. I can make a matrix in the hallway channel 2. I can do whatever with 1 through 8. And then monitor world right now, he has 9 through 16, which he can use more if he wanted to, or he could sit there and make 1 through 16 his actual inputs, and then put me further down on 17 through 24 if we had another snake. And make it to where he has, full 16 um, outputs, so he can have more mixes or whatever he needs. All right. So that's that on that. And then you go to your B section, and what you want to do on here is basically you want to switch 1 through 8 and 9 through 16. You want to switch the AES-A. You want to switch the B section 1 through 8 to A, and switch the AES-B to A 9 through 16. All right. Now let me go back over here to the wing. All right, so in your routing on the wing, so let me go out of this. So I already have it patched right here for my left and right. But remember, you always have to unlock it or whatever if you're doing anything. So right now, remember, we're using 1 through 8. So we want our left and right house PA to be 7 and 8, and that's actually what I'm talking through right now. So 7 right now is our left, and 8 is our right. So we're actually using outputs 7 and 8 on our first digital snake on the S16s. So that's how we have it routed. So we can back out of this. So I went to AES-A, chose that channel, and then I chose main because I want that to be my main. And I chose here, and then I chose 8, and I chose there. So let's just say that I wanted I want to set up a matrix or something like that. So I would choose, output 1. Well, now at that point, I would sit there and choose which matrix I wanted. And I could sit there and choose matrix 1. Now output 1 is matrix 1. All right? Or output 2 can be, matrix 3. However you want it. But we're only using the first 8 because that's how we have it set up on the X32, because those are the outputs that we're using. All right. So on our inputs, for the for the wing, we have to go in and we're using all the AES inputs. All right. So we've already set it up on the X32 for us to be able to get the signal over here. So now at this point, if I go to, if you can see up here, I'm choosing channel 2. Well, if I want channel 2 to be my mic also, and I wanted to get it from the snake, so now I would sit there and choose channel 2. Well, if I want channel 2 to be, channel 1, 2. So now at this point, if you could tell, I'm getting my mic on that channel also. So just so you guys, and if you have any questions, that's a quick, well, it's a little long, but that's a quick run through of all of the inputs and outputs of trying to get front house and monitor world up with the Behringer Wing and the X32 console and your digital snakes. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave it in the comments, and then also feel free to leave any comments of any tutorials you would like to see. All right, see you guys later. Talk to you in a minute. And this has been Jason with sounddesignstudio.net. Talk to you in a minute. Bye.